Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. It's something mouse. What are the gaming drag today? I'm coming back at you with Let's Play episode of Route 65. Carl's path, I guess. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back in. Joelle, alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. I told them I didn't know what they were talking about. My mom thought that was funny. The thought of Mom, I roused from my brooding, glancing sidelong to Carl. He has a dull, vacant look on his face, his mind clearly elsewhere. I feel a cold sweat take me and a weird lurching in my stomach. Christ, can I actually do this? To come out to him in the middle of the night, in the middle of nowhere. I'm gonna be stuck in this town for at least 3 more years, and I'm free, hopefully. If this goes badly, more badly than it already has, I just have to stick it out until college. Hey, Carl? The words leave my throat with a forced-sounding utterance, surprising myself. The ram slowly blinks back into reality, then responds. Yeah? So, something kind of messed up happened this morning. I see the flicker of his eyes shift towards my direction. This, had to do with that Karen this had to do with what Karen was going off about? I wasn't gonna ask her anything. So he had noticed after all. Sorta, yeah. I see Carl shift awkwardly. He's never the person I go to with the serious stuff. I can tell he's wondering why I'm breaking our mutual unspoken let's keep it light pact. That being said, I definitely have his full attention. Oh, okay. What's up? I see the outline of the Parsons building now, but we're still a pretty damn long ways away. So, I like guys. I can't really read his expression change in the dark, but it definitely did. Really? Yeah, have since I went through puberty. Are you like, sure? Yeah, you're pretty down to earth. I mean, sort of an asshole at times, but yeah, plain. I rub my temple, letting out a little grunt. You're making me feel better already. Hopefully not too good, though. I doubt you're into boobs anyway. He grabs his pectorals, giving them a squeeze. Ah, well, you got a purty mouth. I cringe instantly at myself. Why the fuck would I say that? Fortunately, I see the glint of Carl's teeth, and I know that he's grinning. So, Flynn's advice was actually relevant after all. Is he like, no? No, you're the first person I've told. Whoa, dude. That's pretty heavy. I try to think up something to say, trying to be nonchalant as possible. I guess I'm trying to show Carl that I'm not really any different. Well, you're pretty heavy, so I thought you could handle it. He looks down at his gut, then back up again. Carl isn't really grotesquely overweight. His whole body is pretty proportionally large. Well, maybe not in height yet, but there's still a few years. Who knows, maybe he'll turn out huge like Leo. Ha! What do your mom and pop think about it? They didn't know until this morning. They caught me watching gay porn. Fuck, dude! I hear him exhale through his large nostrils. I make my parents knock. There's like a mutual agreement that it isn't good for either of us if they walk in on a jerk-off session. Though they're never usually home anyway. Yeah, that's nice. I see the ram's form rise and slump again. A shrug. There we go. Okay. Okay. I don't think my parents took it well, so this whole outing is keeping my mind off things. Sorry, dude. Really, yeah? I kind of cringe secondhand thinking about it, actually. A single car passes us by, the first one we've seen all night. We stop talking as it passes. I can feel the eyes of the driver upon us. We're definitely an odd sight, an otter and a ram in the middle of nowhere in the middle of the night. So yeah, does this mean I get to say the F word whenever I want, on account of my best friend being gay and stuff? I mean, as long as you don't turn into Flynn with it, then yeah, sure. It's like the best news I've heard all day. I can finally talk smack back properly to the 12-year-olds online. I snicker a little and a silence falls between us. I'm not sure exactly what to say after all that. Carl seems a little less jokey, too. His horn's tilted down, so I know that he's staring at the road as he walks. It's getting noticeably chillier outside. The desert soil doesn't do a great job of retaining heat already, but it isn't much worse than late fall and winter months. I cross my arms tight across my chest, envying those with thicker fur and pants instead of shorts. Peering ahead, I can see that our destination is still like a mile away. To my surprise, Carl breaks the silence, clearing his throat first. You know, I watch him from his side, not about to interrupt, even if he can't make the right words form right away. Sometimes when I'm, like, feeling bad, I sort of have, like, this pretend, I see him look over at me, then he smiles, shaking his head rapidly. Nah. What? Go on. I can't say this, it's lame as shit. I just told you I'm gay and got caught watching gay porn. What's lamer than that? That's not even lame. That's just like shit luck and way too good headphones. They were the they were the in-earbud kind. Dangerous choice there, dude. Come on! Yeah! He grunts indignantly. Sometimes... He takes a deep breath, clutching his paws together inside the front pocket of his hoodie. Yeah, fuck it, I have an imaginary girlfriend in my head and she chills me out. Wow. Wow. Don't wow me, I have a good imagination or something, it works out. Is she hot? Yeah, completely. Short spiked blonde, head fur, dark gray eyes, real athletic body, double D-sized breasts, 2-foot-long dick. She's amazing. What was that last one? She's amazing. You have one? I glance over and I see Carl looking at me expectantly. Are we just putting up all our embarrassing shames out in the open here tonight? I did. I think for now, let's just do what normal grown-ups do and suppress the rest. I see Carl sort of smile awkwardly, then rather quickly look away. If you say so. I'm honestly astonished how quickly the tables turned in this confiding. Even in the dark, I can tell he's trying to act all nonchalant and uncaring, but he's visibly tense as hell. It's like, water time. Alright, guys and gals, and we are back. Let's jump back in, shall we? Alright. An imaginary girlfriend thing must mean a lot to him. He's playing it off with humor, but I've known him long enough to see through that. Hey. I see him flinch, looking over his shoulder toward me. Sup? You're not weird. He doesn't respond beyond faking an amused grunt. I take a deep breath, preparing to further delve into the deep real talk that this conversation is about to become. I was feeling lonely 2 months ago and posted a personal mail-for-mail ad on the Peyton List website. 18-year-old Otter here looking for friend mentor, something was the tagline. I included a cropped and photoshopped picture of myself at the Peyton Rec Center pool, my face blurred. It was that time we went after we saw the Superwolf movie in that 3D theater place with you, Jazz, and Leo. Since I went through puberty a couple of years ago, I was pretty sure I could pass for 18 if my face was hidden. I was wrong. My post was taken down, and I got a few emails from administrators asking all sorts of questions, including some kind of vague, threatening stuff. It just really hasn't been my best past few months. I see Carl bounce his knuckles together, taking all that information in. That's weird. Trying to find some mysterious fantasy stranger on the internet who will make everything right when I'm not even remotely old enough. Because I'm too much of a pussy to risk being seen as anything other than what I've always been seen as. I let out a puff of air, fidgeting some and feeling my heart thud heavy within my chest. That's scary as hell, dude. A long silence. Her name is Danica. She's an otter. There's glasses and kind of crooked teeth so she doesn't open her mouth when she smiles. She's really into video games, illustration, and like clothes, I guess. When I'm doing my drawing, she inspires me, sort of. Danica's like, what's the word for it? My muse? I'm nowhere even good enough to justify even having one. But she makes me want to do and make stuff, as opposed to, nothing. Well, sorry for offending her if she's, present, but it's probably healthier if you had a real girlfriend. But for now, yeah, I understand. The Ram smiles sheepishly, the lights from the illuminated Parsons building close enough now that I can see he's biting his cheek. I guess. Same goes for you. With a real boyfriend, I mean. He lets out a short huff of air. Fuck, it's weird to say that as a joke. But, seriously, thanks, dude. No problem, man. Eventually we reach the Parsons building, an establishment that closed many of my lifetimes ago from the looks of it. About 10 or so cars and motorcycles are parked alongside the building, and neon blue light emanates from the inside. The thump of bass is palpable even out here on the road. Look over to Carl. All his lackadaisy demeanor on the way here has been replaced by tight-lipped tension. To be honest, I'm feeling pretty similar. I don't see anyone outside here. Everyone must be inside. We just gotta get in and look for Leo's big red ass. Or, his face. Any idea what we'll say when we see him? Hi, Leo is a good start. Okay, sounds good. Cool. Neither of us moves. God, dude, what if it's a rave? People actually still have raves? I don't know, but I'm getting really bad vampire cult vibes from all this. Let's check around the back first, alright? Boom! Oh, what the fuck? Carl practically leaps, swatting at the air around him as he gets some distance. Language? Oh, geez, sorry, Carl. I didn't know I'd scare you that badly. Carl stares wide-eyed at the sheeted visage before his eyes go to a lull. Hey, TJ. I legitimately thought you were about to start bleeding there, Carl. Alright, so let me skip ahead a bit. Where Leo comes in and saves the day. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I just left him for a minute to check back on you. He folds his arms across his chest, leaning against the windowed wall beside me. There's a brief silence, and I feel his gaze swivel down back to me, as intense as before. How'd this happen? Why were you two here? Leo's accent is thick now as he tries to speak faster than he can process the words in his head. Part of the question has me concerned, though. Just you two? Where's Carl? He was with me before. Well, before that dick with the trucker hat hit me. I see Leo's jowls rear back in silent snarl. He looks down the hallway. He starts to shout at someone named Amelia, though I quickly realize he's speaking Spanish. A feminine voice down the hall retorts, also in Spanish. Leo looks back ahead and grunts, closing his eyes for a moment. Then rather suddenly, they reopen, the big wolf turning to me. Wait, you said Carl was here? I nod, then regret it because my head feels like a mashed apple. I haven't seen him since lunch. He was. You told him you weren't doing anything today, but Flynn told us otherwise. Leo doesn't actually look surprised at the reveal, though visible guilt hangs heavy upon his usually confident face. He doesn't immediately respond, instead staring at my battered self in silence. The phone vibrates, though when I check my pockets it isn't there. There's a palpable sheepish moment when my ears flick towards the source, Leo. The wolf blinks and awkwardly hands me my phone from his own pocket. We had to call TJ's mom. You're the one with the phone that can get signal pretty much anywhere, so I tried yours. Sorry, dude, I just got signal. Please be okay, dude. It's fine now. TJ's getting picked up. I'm here with Leo. I hear the sound of someone fiddling with a stereo and an auxiliary cord on the factory floor. Some arguing about music choices ensues. It seems that some people are still around for the party, after all. So, what all do you remember, out of curiosity? I don't have amnesia, so relax, whatever your name is. Hey, I felt the back of your head, Puchika. You've got a wealth the size of a goose egg. I reach up and run my fingers over my scalp, the bump rather prominent. Alright, y'all, I'm actually gonna have to pause it right there. It's late and I'm tired. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!